Welcome to my live stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego group, who are worth billions and billions of dollars. And I'm going live a little bit earlier today, about an hour earlier, because of what some of my friends have been doing on YouTube today. And so me personally, I'm just shuffling the deck chairs on the Titanic. So hopefully we will get enough people in the chat today to actually build stuff. For the past fortnight, it seems like there hasn't been enough people in the chat for me to actually touch any of the bricks at all. So we've just been talking to each other. So who knows, maybe we might be able to actually start building more of this set again. Because I most enjoy building sets when there's people to keep a conversation going, because I like having conversations with the viewers. So before the stream started, we had silent mode, and right now we've got Odele. Good to see you here. Yeah, so let's wait to see if more people end up coming in. Ed Tier Time just ended their stream, and Breezing Builds is going to go live after me. I think she's doing stuff with Harry Potter. But I'm the only one awake in my house right now, because other people are sleeping and other people have gone out for the day. So, yeah, hopefully we get some good people in the chat and we can have some fun. Hey, Tea Time, hope you had fun on your stream just then. And hey, Dustin, good to see you here. Don't think I've seen you here for a while, so it's good to see you back again. And yo, Cliff, what do you mean come over? I'd be happy to send you an invite if you want to join the stream, Odele. And anyone out there in the Dungle group chat on Instagram has an invite to come on as well. And Tea Time, if you want an invite, I'm happy to send you that as well. And so if you are a new viewer here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and smash the like button. Yeah, we'll see how things go today. So these two cars are from the set itself. You've got the hot dog racer and you've got the toilet racer. And then this hospital bed racer is from one of the 2-packs. And this is a mock I made from one of the 2-packs. And if anyone knows what my profile picture looks like, you might recognize the bird's eye view look of this car. So yeah. Oh, you want to go to someone else's house, do you, Odele? You could call this a Mayo-mobile. I have photos of it on Instagram from over a year ago when I went to England. Hey, Alexandria, good to see you here. Yeah, so maybe we might get more people up in the chat, and then we can start building. Is there anything you guys want to talk about today? Because I'm happy to talk about anything. If anyone has any questions, if anyone has any technical difficulties they want tech support with, I can try answer those questions. Extended car warranty. Isn't that one of the things that motorists say that you should never buy? Mm. Um, this might be a silly question, but who's Justin? I don't know who Justin is. Who's that? I don't know. Hello, CSX 2608. Don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome to the mayohosko channel. I do like trains. In fact, I have a playlist on my channel about some of the Lego trains in my collection, and I have a separate train channel called mayohosko TWR and TTTE that you can find linked on my about page. Okay. So Justin and is Mr. Taipan. I got that now. Okay, I understand. So, what's people saying? Oh, you're getting the gingerbread 8080. Nice. The minifigures, no, sorry, the gingerbread Darth Vader, that has a lot of value. Okay, good to know, because honestly, I'm bad at remembering people's names. I'm bad at that. No, I'm just drinking water because I talk so much that whenever I'm online, that I end up drinking a lot of water. Well, you know what? I think we've got enough people here where for the first time in over a fortnight, we're going to actually build the bricks. So I'm gonna move the camera away from me, and I'm gonna move the cars in front. And we're gonna try to at least get bag 3 of this set done. And so there is a poll in the chat asking, do you own any of these soapbox races? I know Tea Time, you were talking about how they're retired from the Lego website, but they're still available from retailers. And if you check a Big W and Kmart, they still have this set and it's on sale. If you still want to pick up this set, because something some people don't know is that just because Lego.com stops selling something doesn't mean it's officially retired. Because, for example, back when Toys R Us were still in business, because their prices were more expensive than most by like a 20% markup or something, they would be the last shops to sell out their stock. So when certain sets would retire, it would still be on their shelves, and people who forgot to buy the set before it retired would go to Toys R Us and buy the set to avoid paying the aftermarket prices. And I wonder how many people in the chat today even remember shopping at Toys R Us, because it's been now almost 10 years since they closed most of their physical stores. Hey Johnny, good to see you. First, like the big soapbox ramp, so do I. Great for elevated city streets. Yes. Yes, kind of like the ramps from set 6600 from 2000. Well, I bought them when they were 30% off, but I've seen them 40% off now. Because I bought them when they were 40 Australian dollars. I think I saw some listings of them for 35. And who knows, they might have even come down more in price since I last checked. Yeah, because Toys R Us went bankrupt in most places except for Canada. Canada was one of the only places where they survived. Good to see you here live right now with silent mode. Yeah, because they were originally 16 adjoining. So they've come down in price a lot since the Lego website stopped selling them. Where is this other? Where's this other plate? I mean, tile. Here it is. And so something that what's the set number? The set number is 60460. And the official name of it is the No Limits race car ramp. But I just call it the soapbox ramp. They got bought by another company. That's why. Yeah, because I remember when the Toys R Us Corporation, they were always getting bought out by new owners because the new owners thought they could take on the debt, but they couldn't. So they kept on being shuffled around by all of these venture capitalists and holding companies, and hedge funds, and eventually the owner almost 10 years ago couldn't repay their debt. They bit off more than they can chew, so they had to file for bankruptcy. And then it was the end of really the last dedicated toy store across the world. Because because in different countries around the world there were specific toy stores that were nationally recognized, and then when the big box stores and the department stores and e-commerce like Amazon started selling more toys, that was kind of the end of their business. Yeah, so if you own any of these soapbox races, that's one question. But another question, because they're still available where you're at, Odelay, is were you or are you a Toys R Us kid? Because I wasn't a Toys R Us kid, but I do have memories of going to Toys R Us. And also back in 2010, Lego made a Toys R Us semi-trailer set, which was the same design as a Lego City semi-trailer they made back then as well. And I got the Lego version for Christmas, and I think the Toys R Us version was exclusive to Toys R Us, which is why I never got that. And we rarely ever went to Toys R Us back then. And I'm a bit lost. I can't find some pieces. Where are they? Am I missing something? Oh, I put them on the wrong area. That's why. Let me take this off. Yeah, so if you're a new time viewer to the Mayohosko channel, please smash the like button. Let's see if we can get to 10 likes. And also, if you are new, consider subscribing to see more Lego live streams like this. So what I'm going to do now, because we're getting a little bit of a foundation, is I'm going to take this base plate with these cars away. And we're going to put this, what we're building, in the shot. Yeah, KB Toys was one of them, as was Zany Braining. And there's various others around the world as well. Okay, this long plate goes here. So Johnny was a Toys R Us kid. Yeah, Toys R Us was one of the bigger carriers of Lego, and when they went bankrupt, it kind of left a void. So any of my American friends out there, do you remember when Dollar General started selling some Lego sets? Tea Time says, would have been so good to still have a physical Toys R Us store. One of the Toys R Us stores near where I live now got converted into a Toy World, and that got halved because Toy World doesn't need as much real estate as what a Toys R Us needed. Toy World is another franchise of toy stores in Australia. I'm just making sure this is right. Oh, this needs to go one stud forward. That needs to go one stud forward. Okay, that's better. And get these rounded plates on here. Dustin remembers going to Toys R Us a couple times. I probably only went there a few times, and my parents would have refused to shop there because they were overpriced. And it's not an accident that they went bankrupt in the majority of the world. Now we're using these really interesting 2x2x3. How tall are these? Are these 2x2x4? Actually, no, sorry. A better measurement would be these. Yeah, these are 2x2x3 bricks. You don't see those in a lot of sets these days. I have a few of these pieces in white from the 2006 hospital set, but I think this is the first time I'm getting these in a grey color. That must have been a dream, Alexandria. Tea Time used to go there all the time. Yeah, and a lot of Toys R Us were paired with the Babies R Us franchise as well, sometimes in the same building. Yeah, well, 2 wide bricks are much thicker than 1 wide bricks. Yeah, Johnny, I was more of a Toy World kid than a Toys R Us kid. And that's why I bought 2 of these, because I'm going to be making a bridge. And so I know that B Bandits was talking about gambling. Well, someone should tell B Bandits to come watch this stream now, because some people know that there was a gambling feature on my streams. And if you read the messages by Streamlabs, you'll understand how to use the gambling game. Oh, there's a spider. But where does it? So it's on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The spider goes there. I miss those days as well, Alexandria, when everyone was a little bit more young and innocent. And we've got to build 2 of these. We can be nostalgic about toy stores all day long, couldn't we? Now we've got to put these sand green stuff in. So I'll get you a better angle of what we're building, because this is getting taller. Snap that down. So where's the blue side? Okay, that's the blue side. Hey Tommy, good to see you here, buddy. And Tommy, do you still want technical difficulties help? Because I can try to help you now if you want any help. And I've been talking with some other people, and there's also other people who want some technical support. So I'm actually thinking about doing a tech support stream where anyone who has technical difficulties can tell me the problems they're having, and I can try and help them. I just want to do it in a way where people who know they want my help would be able to make it, so that they can ask me the right questions they need. Hey Candy, good to see you here. Yeah, we went live about an hour earlier because Tea Time finished their stream, and Breezing is going live when I normally go live. I don't have a problem going live earlier today. Because I know that Breezy was having some technical difficulties on her stream at the start of the day. She's got a new phone or something, and they had to get it repaired, and they were having all sorts of difficulties, and they ended up going live on Brick Together's channel instead. They were building one of the new sets. Well, who knows? Maybe breezing builds should come into the chat, and you can see her name, and maybe you might want to subscribe after that. Hey 24, good to see you here. It's been a while. Hope life's been okay. Settling into the new apartment and everything. And for the first time in almost a month, we're actually building Lego rather than just me talking with everyone. Because as I've said previously, because I'm restricted to 20 hours per month on StreamYard, and also because I'm doing a work-life balance with all the stuff I'm doing at grad school. So I had to be a little bit more conservative with my time. So I told myself I wasn't going to drag on a stream building forever and ever and ever unless there were enough people to have a good conversation. And right now, there's enough people to have a good conversation. So it's great that you're all here. We were talking about, are you a Toys R Us kid? Some of us were Toy World kids, and all of the other toy stores that have gone bankrupt over the years. So the poll in the chat is, do you own any of the soapbox races? So we'll see what those results are at the end of the stream. And actually, I did a community post on my channel about 2 to 3 weeks ago or something. And it's now got over 50 votes, which is by far the most votes on any of my community post polls ever. Yeah, I posted this 2 weeks ago. So look at that, 53 votes. That's by far the most on any of my polls ever. Right now, more people would prefer to own one of these ramps than all of these cars. Some of you guys might have voted on that already. Some of you guys might not have. I want to see if we can eventually get that to 100 votes on that poll. Anyway, so we just put that on. Let's flip the page. Okay, now we're putting stuff on top of this sand green. This t-shirt is a Splice t-shirt. Splice is an ice cream here. I forget if it's owned by Peters or Streets. And Streets is what the Heartland logo of ice cream is called here. You own 2 of these ramp sets, do you? Well, anyone who's interested in these ramp sets, you better buy it now before they retire from all stores. A bunch of stores have them on sale right now, which is how I was able to buy 2 of them. Hey, Brick Hive, good to see you here, buddy. We're actually building Lego today. Hooray! It is a good tasting ice cream, and Sprite is definitely not my favorite. Is definitely not my favorite lemonade. I'll say that. No, this is the first copy of this set. Well, breezing. Well, I'm YouTube redirecting to breezing afterwards. So if you stick around to the end of the stream, and if you have autoplay enabled on your channel, you'll be redirected to her channel, and you'll see what she's like. Was there anything else in the chat that I missed? So you're trying to save up money for new sets, Tommy? I'm waiting for sets to go on sale. It is a heater set. It will be a bridge. Exactly. Buying stuff online isn't as exciting as it is going to the store, reaching up to the shelf and buying it. But shopping online is highly convenient, especially if you're buying enough to qualify for free shipping. Okay, I think I caught up with everything from back there. Yeah, it is a lime flavor with vanilla ice cream on the inside. Anyway, where were we? Okay, so we're putting stuff on top of here. And this. And another one of these. So is there anything else that anyone else wants to talk about? Well, as I was going to say earlier, I'm going to be doing I'm trying to organize a collaboration raid train at the end of the month for my birthday, and I have DM'd you, as some of you guys already, about that. So check your DMs if you haven't done so already. Are you trying to become an insurance salesman or something, Odile? And now we've got to do another one of these on the other side. Well, well, didn't someone sell either Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin volcano insurance? In an episode of The Simpsons or Family Guy? Okay, now we've got to put these side covers on. And I'll angle this up just a bit more. Just over halfway through the string. And okay, there's two there. And now we've got to do two on the other side. And the two on the side that you're gonna see includes these interesting printed 2x6 tiles with the no limits branding on it. And let's do the other one. And let's put the other one on. There we go. So that's the end of bag 3. And because we got some more time, let's do bag 4, shall we? Let's open bag 4. Okay, let's see what we have to do here. Yeah, Odelay knows what I'm talking about. Okay. What next? How many more of this set does Mayo want? I mean, I could say something really crazy like 100, but I'm fine with the 2 I've got. Because that's all I need to build the bridge I want to build. And the goal is to get more of the 16 by 16 and the 8 by 16 road pieces to extend the bridge more than what's already included in this set. Well, I'm only going to go live until Breezing does her stream. And then I'm probably going to go to bed after I watch her stream for a while. Who knows? Maybe I might fall asleep to her stream, because I've now been awake for 20 hours now. But I did have breakfast during tea time's stream, so hopefully that'll give me an energy boost so I can see at least an hour of Breezy's stream. See these ramps right here? But something I did see from other people playing with this set, and something I experienced in England, is that because of the way the chassis of these soapboxes are shaped, they don't always make it down the ramp all that easily. So I'm going to have to experiment in ways where I can get the chassis to behave itself when it comes down the ramp. So you're picking up what I'm putting down, Johnny? Okay, so this is an extension at the back here that slides into there. And that interlocks there. Yeah, 30 Australian dollars is half price And I say that's a bargain. Okay, now we need one of the 16 by 6. Well, yeah, we need the 16 by 16 road piece. So I'm guessing the 16 by 8 one is at the top of the ramp. Hey Hoarder, good to see you here. We're actually touching the bricks today, which is something I haven't done in almost a month on my streams. We've just been talking to people because there hasn't been enough people in the chat for me to actually build any Lego. But today there is. So we finished building bag 3 and now we're on to bag 4. And I'm confident that we will be able to finish that before Breezy Builds does her stream. That's not going to happen. And who is Pablo Escobar? Who is that? Well, it's springtime in the Northern Hemisphere now, and that's allergy season. Is a drug dealer. That explains it. I think the most storied of the drug cartel officials that our media cares about is El Chapo, who is in jail. I get hay fever in the spring as well, Alexandria, so I get used to it as well. Okay, now we're building the side supports. The side rails. Hey DNM, good to see you here, buddy. We are building bag 4 of this set that we've been trying to build for a while now. And we haven't been able to build much of this set because there haven't been a lot of people in my streams over the past month or so. But there is today, which is why we're building with the bricks. And after watching MC's stream earlier today, I have a little bit of an idea for a video I want to do for the hashtag thing that he's doing. Ah, you built a smart brick set, did you? Yeah, that Mos Eisley's Cantina is the only one of the smart brick sets that I would ever consider buying, simply because it has the sound effects for the Cantina band. Is there something else that's supposed to go here? Oh, yeah. There it is. Well, that's when I would normally have to wake up for when my streams start, but we're going live an hour earlier instead because of Breezy going live afterwards. Okay, let's see how we can attach this. How do we attach this? Okay, so these side extenders go at the bottom. And that snaps into place. And what about this other stuff? These light posts go on these side extensions. And I only have to build one of them. Thought there was going to be two. And there's an aeroplane above. Fortunately, there's been no barking dogs today. So let's put this light pole on. And let's angle this light pole right there. And they include a spare 6-long bar piece. That's interesting. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's the end of bag 4. So I'll take this green base plate away that I was using to store the cars. So hopefully next week we will be able to build bags 5 and 6, and then the set will be finished. But there's the set so far. So what I'll do, actually, you know what? Here's something. Let's put this on the base plate. But let's leave it so that there's enough room for the wheels to have friction. Yeah, if there's a four stud gap, that leaves enough room for the wheels to have friction and not roll off. Let's get this onto the base plate if we can. I'll have to fold this up, see if I can press this down. See if we can press this down. Okay, that's a little bit more pressed down. Yeah, there's a way where you can manipulate the friction. Yeah, and I'll put the 3 official soapbox races on here. See, they want to roll off really easily. Okay, there we go. So, and there's no sticker sheet in this set. So I'll use the smaller instruction as the bookmark. And let's see if I can move this backwards and then angle this up so you can see the top of the ramp. And there it is. We built 2 bags today, which is more progress we've done on this set in the last 3 weeks, I think. So it's been great that I was in a position to actually touch the bricks today. And now that I have to go soon, my body will want to go to bed, but I'm going to try hold out so that I can spend some time on Breezy's stream. And you know what? I'm going to put my mock underneath the ramp so that it doesn't roll away. And I'm going to do the same with this as well. Because right now my build table is the dining table. Hey, minifigure collector. We're just about to end this stream, but thank you for coming. Good to see you here. I mean, we all probably don't own a bunch of sets that we want. I bought 2 of these sets because they were on sale. I'm going to make a bridge out of them eventually. And I'm going to try build a bridge into my sitting. And for those who weren't here earlier and might not know, I put out a poll on a community post asking, would you rather have one of these ramp sets that we're building or all of those cars? And this is by far my most voted upon poll ever. So I got over 50 votes. And I got to make sure to end the poll on this stream before I forget about it. Oh, we got 15 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. And I don't anticipate there'll be any more new people who come in. So I'll give it until 10:28. Sorry, I'll give it until 10:29 to close the poll. And then I will press the end button whenever I see Breezing has started her stream. Yeah, so this has been a good stream today. Thank you for voting. You know, there should be an emoji for that I voted sticker that they have at the polling booths in the US. They should turn that I voted sticker into an emoji. They should do that. All right, it's 10:29. Let's close the poll. And 62% of people don't own any of the soapbox races. In that case, if you don't own one, but you want one, you'll want to see if your local retailer has any of them before they retire. And Breezy started her stream now. I think. Has it started? Yeah, she started her stream. So I'll just quickly respond to anyone who has any last minute thoughts. Johnny would get rid of the half pipe at the bottom and get 2 for bridge or for up go sideways over the ramp, over the road, then sideways down. I don't think I understand the geometric configuration of what you're talking about. You don't need the link for Breezy, because if you have autoplay enabled, you'll be YouTube redirected to her. And if you don't have autoplay enabled, there will be a message at the top of the chat when this stream closes, or sorry, ends, that has a link for her stream. That's how YouTube redirect works. I re-enabled autoplay on my account so that when people redirect to other people, it automatically takes me there. And I don't have to worry about clicking the message that YouTube provides to go watch whoever they're redirecting to. But yeah, Breezy is doing something about Harry Potter. Go up ramp, turn 90 degrees, go flat. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. But that would be the same gradient of the slope. And you have to have the pieces at the bottom. Otherwise, it's not a smooth transition. And the problem I have with these chassis is that there's not a lot of ground clearance. There's not a lot of ground clearance. So often they get caught at the base layer. Well, that's because it's on your YouTube settings, not the settings of this stream. It's a personal thing, not a stream thing. So as I said, if you don't have autoplay enabled in your settings, you'll see a message at the top of the chat to go to whoever I decide to redirect to. Exactly. If you buy one of these 2-packs, 2 people can build it at once, and if you both and if one of them owns the ramp, then you can race together. It's nice. It's nice playtime, and I don't think a lot of people actually play with their Lego anymore. They just build it and put it on a shelf forever. Anyway, I had fun today, and I hope that you did so too. So thanks for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We're going to go to Breezy Builds now. So I already talked about the 2 ways that you will be YouTube redirected there. So I'll see you on my next live stream, which will hopefully be on Tuesday night. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya at Breezy Builds.